Well, good morning and happy Monday to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from bipolar multiple weather personality disorder, San Antonio, Texas. The second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Isn't this a trip? It was like snowing last week, and now my top's down and the sun's shining. Welcome to Texas, y'all. I want to talk with you this morning about, I'm going to give you a nugget from a marriage series that Angela and I are working on that will be launched at the end of March. This is a series that is based on particularly marriage for entrepreneurs. Marriage for entrepreneurs. Now, it will be relevant to those who are not entrepreneurs. It will be relevant to those who are not. It's just that those who have a 9-to-5 have a couple more hurdles when it comes to managing their time and schedule when it comes to their marriage and the work that they do on their marriage. So the goal with us in this series is to bring practical tools and practical application of those tools to bring an enhanced relationship. And I'm going to share with you something we were working on yesterday, and it's called the pain of both pride and humility. The pain of pride and humility. Now, someone might wonder, well, how could there be pain with pride and humility? What are you talking about? Well, it's a fascinating thing. So when it comes to humility, there is a pain that is felt, and the pain is very, very short-lived. The pain of humility is a pain that is connected to feeling like I'm weaker, I'm lesser, I am not as, if you will, put together, I'm not as ready, I'm not as able, I'm not as, I'm not as good as the other person, if you will. Okay, humility requires someone to lower themselves, if you will, and to actually come to a place where they reduce themselves in order to facilitate reconciliation. Now, I've heard it said by C.S. Lewis that humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's just thinking of yourself less. Now, one of my favorite movies of all time is Urban Cowboy. Angela and I absolutely love that movie because you had cocky, prideful Bud and Sissy. Cocky and prideful Bud and Sissy. They knew they were wrong. They knew all they had to do was apologize, but they ended up going through a hell of a lot of unnecessary pain and tribulations and trials, and affected and hurt a lot of other people around them because they just had too much pride to apologize. They had too much pride to make it right. And it took going through the whole movie and all of their losses and challenges and struggles and pains to come to a place where they both finally humbled themselves and apologized. So there is a pain in humility, and that pain is the pain that you may feel like you're losing in the moment. You may feel like you're the weaker one in the moment. You may feel like, okay, this is a full admission that I was wrong. And there's a pain associated with that. But you know what? The pain of humility just lasts a very short moment. The pain of pride can last a lifetime, and it ushers in division. It creates a chasm in relationship. It creates a challenge in relationship where you may never end up talking with another person again because of pride. You may have promptings and thoughts and ideas that, you know what, maybe I should call that person. Maybe I should reconcile to that person. Maybe I should, but then pride creeps in. No. Well, they need to do it first because they're the ones who really messed up, so they should apologize first. Let me share something with you about maturity. Anytime you refuse to do the right thing until someone else does what you think is the right thing, it's immaturity. It's just basic immaturity because it says, I am a victim. It says, I am at effect. I'm not at cause. It basically says, I'm not going to do the right thing until they do the right thing. And then you defer doing the right thing, and you may never end up doing the right thing. You may never end up getting the right thing done because you're conditionally setting up your choices. It's a conditional choice. The conditional choice means I'm not going to do the right thing until you do the right thing. Immature. Because doing the right thing, it's always the right time for doing the right thing. So the pain of pride is the pain that comes from affecting you internally by knowing you're not doing the right thing to be reconciled with another person. Now, hear me clearly on this. I'm not talking about someone who has committed an egregious violation of you or your boundaries. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the pride that comes up in relationships, or the pride that comes up in business dealings. Just pride. It's just basic, simple pride. And it creates division. It perpetuates division. So you get to pick your pain. Either way, there's going to be pain. The pain of humility lasts a few moments, and yet it invites reconciliation. The pain of pride can last for years, and it perpetuates division. You get to decide which pain you will pick. I hope today, if you are disconnected from someone, that you no longer place a condition on them doing the right thing before you do the right thing, and you humble yourself and be reconciled. Have a great day, guys.